I write out the tabs for each solo or each part that I can't really remember. So whenever you guys are asking me for tabs, these are the tabs. I don't have tabs. I can never figure out how these go. Well, anyway, I'm Zombie13. Welcome to my video showing you guys how I do wrestling theme covers. I'm gonna go through the whole process on a song that I have not played or touched before. So it usually begins by me listening to a theme song I want to cover. I go through this process for every single song, starting since my very first cover. To my very recent cover.
Oh, you didn't know?
It might be a song that I liked or a song that I heard sometime, or maybe even a song that I've never heard about that somebody suggested. While I don't do requests because that would just get out of control, I do check out the songs people list. Like recently somebody said Bill DeMott's theme. I've never heard that theme before. I didn't like it, but it's pretty interesting to check out themes people suggest. This channel isn't a channel where I'm making money off of it or it's supporting me. It's just a channel for fun, so I'm not gonna go out of my way to not have fun on a theme. So sorry about that. In this case, we're gonna be looking at a theme I've been wanting to cover for a while. Originally, I wanted to do the Radicals theme. But there's so much involved in that theme that this video will be pretty long. So I'm gonna go with the Acolyte's second theme, which was also used by Viscera and Median. So before we even start recording anything or working everything out, I like to just listen to the song and play along with it. So let's set that up right now. I always use Logic Pro X because it's just my go-to. That's my last, and I have a template already set up that has guitar, bass, and drums already laid out, so that's what I go with first. And for every single cover, I start off with the same guitar tone, bass tone, drum tone, and then I modify it later on. But for sakes of just performing and getting the song down, I just go ahead and use the same exact tone. And I'm using Easy Mix 2 because it's just so easy to play and it sounds really good. So right now we're gonna load up the Acolyte's second theme, which is right here. So this is what it sounds like. You know, just classic Jim Johnston. So yeah, I load up the song, I leave it as is, and then I grab my guitar and just start playing with it. Most of Jim Johnston's songs are in drop D or standard E. I can already tell this one's in drop D. My guitar is already set up in drop D. Let's just play around with it. So. So I just keep playing the song over and over. So that's where the song kind of repeats again. I then go and I should figure out the BPM for the song. So I go to Logic and then I go to, where is it, metering? And then I go to BPM counter and then I just let the BPM counter do its work. It figures out the BPM as close as possible. So see how it's blinking 95? So the closest it could figure out was 95 BPM. So I'm gonna go with that and I'm gonna, whoops, that's way off. 95, and then I go and turn on the metronome and see if it actually lines up. So I always start at number 2. Number 2. So I line it up and see if it sounds right. So it's a little bit off because it might be due to the way the song was originally recorded, or it's not really using a metronome, or it's using live drums. But that's what I'm gonna go with. Once that is set, I start with the drums. So as far as the drums go, I'm using Easy Drummer because it's easy. The drums are the process that takes the most amount of time because I'm doing everything by ear, just trying to make them sound as close as possible. I start off by creating a new MIDI region, and then I create a loop out of the part I want to figure it out. So right now I'm just gonna do the intro. Turn that on. So it's a fairly simple drum beat, but this is what I do for every single drum. I extend the MIDI region to the part I want to do, and then I create the loop. So the BPM might change because I can tell it's a little bit slow. So starting off with the snare, I just pretty much hit every snare wherever the song has a snare. So fairly simple. I can already hear the bass kick, so the bass kick is going boom, 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 done. Whoop, down here. Sometimes I'll mute the drums I'm working on just so I can hear the track and kind of place the drum notes where they're going to go. So I hear like 3 cymbals right there. So the hi-hat is pretty much typical Jim Johnston, just the Christmassy hi-hat sound, but that's how I'm hearing it. So I'm gonna try to go with this right here. And I'm just trying to get a bass for the song. I'm not trying to make everything line up now. I'm just trying to get everything on there so that I can clean it up all later and have a proper drum track. So this is the first part of it. So once I'm happy with that, I just copy paste and do the second part of the song. So which will be something like this. it's already getting off time, so I'm gonna try to fix that by going 95.5. It's gonna be just a little bit off, but it should probably work better. There's a different drum pattern for the second part of the song. Those 3 cymbal hits are pretty much the same as the intro, just on the end. So something like that. So that sounds pretty good. I'm gonna save it before I go any further because I don't want to lose anything. This theme is called Follower, I believe, and I didn't spell that right. Right on. That's how I do all the drums. I'm gonna record the guitars real quick just so we can get an idea of how I do this. I already messed it up. It's palm mute. Replicate that guitar track, then I switch. I only use 2 tracks per song, depending on what the song needs. This song, I feel it's gonna sound good with 1 track panned to the left, another track panned all the way to the right. I don't need 4 tracks, you know, just keep it simple, make it sound good, don't overdo it, and play well. So that's the general basis of how the song is going. After that, bass. I'm using this Squire PJ bass creation thing that I put together, spent a ton of money on because I wanted a nice bass. I love this bass a lot because it's you know, I like we're not talking about the actual bass. Same with bass, it starts off right away. So same exact riff. Once I do all the bass parts, I move on to either guitar leads and keyboard effects, sound effects. This song has it's kind of like a choir sound effect, but it has a little bit more of a chorusy vibe going on there. So I'm just gonna go with the choir for now, and later on I'll try to find something close to it. So the choir I like to use is the church choir. So I'll go with that for now, and same for every single song, I just play along with it. I'm gonna mute my parts so I can just hear the actual track. So it's using the So that's how that part goes. Play with it. Oops. So yeah, that's how I do all the keyboards. It takes me hours upon hours to do every single song. It's not easy by any means, but it's something I like to do. It's something that I enjoy doing, and it's something that I want to keep doing. This is just, you know, for me to pay tribute to a certain wrestler or a certain composer or a certain era of wrestling. So this is pretty much what this channel has become now. It's just me doing things for fun. I'm not trying to get anywhere anymore. I appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you very much for watching this channel and for leaving your support on a video or anything that you do to visit this channel. I appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed, you know, it doesn't really matter anymore. Thank you guys for watching this channel. This song will be uploaded sometime later on in its full form. So check it out, and I'll see you later.